And if we well divide, Babylon can do us as they like. Organize and centralize, we spiritually mobilize. That's if we not organize, you might as well just lose with life. Our people not organize, it's our people who are well divide. And if we well divide, Babylon can do us as they like. Organization is the key to a proper mobilization. Morning's tune is the show, forget the people in one accord. Like when we want a strong united front in front of the enemy, or when groove on fi hold our reverence and praise the Lord. Whether abroad or in our yard, from radio or the same. Organization is the name, centralization is the game. Even though this is no game, it is a crying shame when the people can't even mobilize in a proper way. So we need to organize and start communicate. Lisa Love set yourself straight, check out the slate whip on the plate. Frisco need to organize and start conceptualize and put the plans in motion so we can start to actualize. Organize, organize, we need to organize. Organization is the key to the building of a station. Organize, organize, it's better for organize. To organize it is the key, just like a proper education. Organize, organize, and make we flex wise. Tell the youth them feel refrain from wrong and heal Selassie I. Analyze and organize and spiritually mobilize. We need salvation, no need no mansion in the sky. The morning stew, Lisa Love, the Groove Master, and Mr. Frisco. Big up 96.5, make me fly. Always make the people organize and centralize and strategically mobilize. Element of surprise. I thought we don't know small fries. Watch the rise. Watch Rastafari get over. Make Babylon turn over. Get run over. Roving with the rover. Organize and centralize. I Selassie.
much more days, Lisa Love?
Soon come.
Oh, there's a lot before. Man, everybody, welcome to Friday. Free Flower Fridays inside the morning stew.
Yeah.
When I put stand up there and wonder about how much more days. When I better hope that when the days get ya, we ain't gonna afford the thing them where we want.
Man, I get you $1.
Yes, exactly. You don't need. First of all, I don't know who get $25 or $30. But I don't know.
Rich people.
Not my business.
Yes, sir.
Yep. What? Wait a minute. But yeah, that's how the thing go. You know, gifts. I think we need to start to make with gifts again. Make gifts.
Yeah, board truck.
Yeah, to try to figure out how to make one Samsung i30.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a throwback picture for today, man. I don't know if y'all got the throwback picture, the same throwback picture that I have. It's on Facebook. You know, every so often Facebook give one throwback photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all get none for today?
I don't get no throwback today. Right. I tell Dan I want to renew my vows with a throwback wedding. You ain't leave mini skirt, and everybody got on their own color.
You throw this back and get the shoes done. You know, every now and again.
I don't want Marty not throwback wedding for the first time, you know.
Yeah, I got my memory.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Which one you got, Liz? Tell me if they're the same one, yeah.
Let me.
Boom.
I have a lot. Wait, I'm strolling.
No. Where you go forget Facebook
one
memory?
One picture there I give. One either on Facebook.
Oh yes. I remember those people.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, I remember those people too.
Yowling Lee, and that is what's the guy named for us?
The guy in the cello.
He's a violin player. Yeah, he's a cello player.
The cello.
He walked in here and he said it was cello.
So yeah, this was according to Facebook 6 years ago, folks.
6 years ago.
My, how time flies when you have. If you notice, Lisa here, I know how to place at all.
Yep.
Yo, every now and again I see Yowling Lee all over the city, all up on the highways, just painting, plein air painting.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know who want to see painting for a minute?
Who?
I know he did a Kikaka.
Okay.
I see him more on the instrument than behind the brush.
Okay.
Man at work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But big up Man at Work though, Mr. Godoy.
I think what happened with Man at Work, when you're an artist, right? Generally, if you're an artistic person, you could play music, you could probably draw, you could probably paint, there's a lot of things you could do. It all falls under art. And Terrell got a really good gig going, playing, you know. I like what he does. He does where I had to tell him he's an artist for a long time.
And that would be?
That would be find their old rock and roll hits and reggaeize them, islandize them, Belizeanize them. That's what Terrell does. He out the Keys playing for tourists and maybe planting the like rice in the music that he's not dabbling as much in the painting, you know. Whereas Alex, I'm going to try to get an interview with Alex at Cashew Fest. You know, he's always about, he's been painting, planting, he like rice for him with his paintings. So, you know, respect to all of our artists that are out there. Also, Marie Navarrete. Your mic is not on, Frisco.
I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. So this is what I was saying, pertaining to the Cashew Fest, that I believe the Cashew Fest has grown because even Alex was up there with a spread.
Right.
Yeah.
And it will be the first
time. The first time I see him, and there was some more.
First time I've seen him up there.
So yeah. It's yeah.
And Pro FC me want to go up there, but the time was too short to work out the details. So
why on Pro FC fight? On Pro FC fight that Cashew Fest, boy, that would be huge.
I had to talk to Sylvina for bring the whole thing. I just want to fight the whole thing, light stage. A couple of matches, yes.
I don't know how they do it, but I had to switch it wrong. I had to do the dance Friday night. Why am I make the way low? What the hell?
I don't know.
I had to do a dance Friday night and do a match Saturday night. instead of a dance.
Yeah, UFC.
But that's my
right?
vibes. That is,
So
No.
do the
Yo,
weekend. Just do the
it is.
weekend. Make it a
I
weekend.
think of two ways to do it. I think of two ways to do it. One is like Frisco said, do it on one of those nights, the Friday or the Saturday. Second way I was thinking about doing it, well, I don't say I didn't think about it, but the second way it was being thought of being done was have them there during the day. You pay to come into Kasha Fest, but if you want to go into the UFC portion, it's like Disney World. You pay to go into Disney World, but if you want to go to certain places, you have to pay for getting there too.
You gotta pay.
no, but that huge, that man take up the whole.
Yo, bro, that's gonna be that'll be a big tent.
Yeah, you have to got that. You have to got that separate. For when
Yeah.
every that one suck up the whole energy. Cause that boxing alone, no got there. Oh, speaking about the boxing, where you got the video?
What?
It's free flow Fridays.
I've been saying this with me and the crew.
Yeah, we could see a piece of that.
Yeah.
Let me try to find the video with
So, before we continue, and it slipped me again. Yesterday made us 7 years on the radio for the stew. Yesterday, May the 15th.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow.
So that picture that we showed just now was 1 year in.
1 year in.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Okay, this.
Oh, it's 2025, huh? It's 8 years. My bad.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
8 years.
And we don't look a day over
8
5.
years on the radio. Remember, on the radio.
Yeah.
On the radio. We're 8 years in on the radio.
So now tell me something.
Huh?
If me, you, and Frisco, they deal with the negotiate, with the talk, but then we leave the meeting and everybody in a good spirits. And then I come and I tell everybody, yo, watch out. I really plan for strike in 21 days.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know how I see that. How do you see that?
Just like how you see
it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because
all right, put it like this. There's a. It's like we believe that we can't say somebody that we not agree with something because of what they are or who they are, and you have to depend inside and things like that. But I'm an independent thinker, and if the facts are what they say it is, then if you're negotiating a good faith, then you're negotiating a good faith. You don't negotiate behind closed doors and come out and say, well, this happened, man, that happened, man, that one happened, man, this one happened. But, I believe you can't attack against this because if you attack against that, you're rotten. And, we gotta kind of that vibe that I believe where, like, you feel like you're forced to have to take one side just because. Yeah. But I'm an independent thinker and I got my own vibes. But yeah, whatever you said just now.
Exactly. I did that too. Unfortunately, I am an independent thinker. And I wish sometime I was a sheep where I could just say, yes, sir, that sounds good. But I'll tell you, nobody came out as far as I know and said, boy, this is what I'm saying at the meeting. Nobody came out and did that. What we understand is that the idea is to give 3% every year for the next 2 years, and then in the third year, give 2.5%. And that's apparently is what's on the table. Now the unions are taking that back to their people, and the government to take it back to, the government negotiators are taking it back to cabinet. In the meantime, this is a negotiation that's going on, and negotiations have to do with one-upsmanship. It has to do with timing and all kind of good stuff. And I kind of feel no way that the teachers came out and say, you know what, we the plan for strike, 21 days, here's with notice. Because I think what that should do, or what the plan is that then they put one fire and the GOB behind. Because I don't know what that is salary increase for CEOs, if it's over one period at a time or it's just boom.
It's right away.
There's your 15%. I think that when you have people, especially people like public service workers and like that, and your teachers and like that, you take care of those people.
Of course.
If you all could afford 15% raises for yourself at the drop of a hat, you must could afford 8.5 for the people who are actually out there doing work. You know, there's a group of people, and I'm not sure of the full details, but there's a group of people out there, public service workers, who I think for over like 30 years or something, they've been trying to get their money and they can't. Over 65 of them died already without getting their benefits. And we could definitely come up and say we can give ourselves a raise, but we can't solve the problem of giving these people what they deserve. And I just don't get that. But Mr. Frisco is chuckling, I see.
Cause Serge put a profound statement on the book.
What did he say?
Serge says, best show ever, very balanced, no quarrel. I'm like, you sure about that?
We have quarrel directly, don't worry. I hit one.
Hold on, you just wait.
Yes, give it time.
Give us a few minutes.
Give it time.
Give us a few minutes.
Yeah,
man.
But big up Sergio. CY is already here as well. Bobby B, Groove.
Hi, Bobby.
Yes. Bobby done the softening beans today.
Yeah, Bobby B Sutherland.
Bobby done the softening beans because thy wife's birthday today.
Sure.
So as one comment, I put funny thing. I said, no worry, Bobby and cook and wash up today. Bobby messenger me and say, boy, I done the softening beans.
All right.
Bobby that pro, Bobby know that where they go on. How you mean?
Bobby stepping up to the plate, man. Hey, Bobby.
Exactly.
Hey, before we forget again, Happy Teachers Day. Gotta say that, guys.
Teachers Day? It's not like a whole week.
Yeah, but today's the day. It's Teachers Week, but today's the. Most primary schools, if not all, don't have classes today because of Teachers Day.
Yeah, and we just want to big up with teachers, and we just want to say that we think we're going to deserve what they should get and more. Because one of the things that I know that teachers do is that they prepare their own classroom with their own money.
Yeah.
They get
which is
classwork. Yeah, classwork that's done. They usually do it with their own money. So I don't see how we could look at people.
I'm going to write that management there telling them need to deal with no class.
Yeah.
You
said that, no, bro. You said the thing with teachers. Teachers are a funny breed of people. When you got something like a teacher or a nurse or a doctor like that because you genuinely something, you care about people. You care about, when you know a teacher, you care about all your picnic there, all of them. They picnic there with their teachers with more than they do with their parents. Because when they come home, they go in a room or whatever on a tablet. But when they did at school 8 hours a day with that teacher. So their teacher need for protest more, they need for demand more, and they need for demand that they get it quick too. We don't know.
Of course.
Yeah. No. This is one thing we don't understand.
What is
you know that in China, you cannot get on TikTok unless you're 18. No kids are on TikTok in China. And then at a place they make TikTok. Everybody in the rest of the world is on TikTok. Everybody can do nothing in a life because of TikTok and social media, let's say. But no, TikTok has a remedy. Every night at 10 o'clock, TikTok will put on some sort of thing, or meditation kind of thing where I help you go sleep and tell you like 15 more minutes and thing like that. No. Frisco always talk about Manchurian candidate. I want to tell you this. No download, no meditation thing off of TikTok for go sleep with. Because next thing you know, they do that thing, they are making you go sleep, and either they are making you wake up, or when they snap their finger, you want to try run for another 4 years as president. So try. Now they follow up with, when a company realize that their product is a detriment to society, people need to take note. Because TikTok realize, this is one problem. And people they get hooked. Dishes not they get washed, food not they get cooked. People they gotta work here dirty clothes.
But I must murder it.
Why would you say that?
Check it out. Cremelo.
Hello.
Hold on, I'm married. Yeah, look. Yeah, what up? You get teen with and normally would I do, but yeah, go through.
On the left hand break now.
No, go through, Luke.
No.
Brother Frisco, what Brother Harris said just now is real. There's a different breed of monkey than people is. Whenever you see them guys into their nursing, that's because they're passionate about that. You know why? Because the rest of us are like Ralph Fonseca. We go in there for 2 weeks and we are saying,
lad.
bleep you. I can't take this, put me back. I ain't not care. I will not. So these people who used to do this, they were a whole new breed of monkey. They ain't into this thing because they're into it. You see what I'm saying? They're not just out there because they want, I want to get paid. No, it's not even about the money for somebody. You see, there was strange thing. They got people who are meant to serve and they got people who are not meant to serve. I think I could do that kind of thing there, you know? You see?
You wouldn't want to get served?
I don't have my answer, so.
Go to.
If you wouldn't want to get served.
But I will tell you something. I watched the news last night and I saw a case where make you wonder. A little kid broke in a popular store. Apparently he stole nothing. He didn't steal anything, but because of the going down a psychotic case, you know, he got some issues with the head. So now, instead of the guys that take the boy to the hospital and try and give the boy some medication, our system provides the good deal and they lock you up and forget today. Well, when they took the guy to jail yesterday, the guy decided, what the heck? Wait, hold up. I never signed up for you. No, he didn't try to break out and jail. The police, the fire was shot. Luckily, missed him, you know. But the ricochet shot another person. Well, can you imagine if we would just take this man to hospital, give him a good injection, handcuff him, nobody else will get hurt?
True.
They have to live. They're 16 miles away. Here's a military right at the end of the main street of the court there. The guy is having a mental thing. Can't you take the guy? Wife, handcuff him on the bed for the first couple of days. Then you realize, the boy there, and then you figure out, I think you need 2 more weeks that COVID, you don't want hear away. The guy is not that he's having an issue.
But there's a facility at the Colby for that.
Well,
no, bro. I
would think that.
I just said there's a facility at the Colby for that. That's all I'm saying. You wouldn't be the KHMH. You wouldn't take the person like that.
I wouldn't want to have an episode tomorrow and know that I was not even given a chance to go see the doctor, but I got straight that phobia.
Yeah, but not any doctor you go, Luke. They're not doctor. You have to. There was actually they had a 2 weeks training, and I don't know how far that gone. I know what's the name of the
local man, right?
The health clinic there.
You know how the system works. People will live one way, people will not live one way. You get me? Yesterday I saw a thing with a customer officer getting arrested and getting real manhandled. That to me was shocking because they think no normally happen. Then they have to poor black people. Oh man, we are getting bruised up and nobody can believe we. But to see that they had the guy that broke up like that, I was shocked. I was what? And then took him into the station with all that palabalo. Half an hour later, give him his gun and tell him go home. That's a fact. Because all we not frying at the same island in Frisco.
Watch out. Not going no parables.
I frying as Frisco oil.
I'm telling you today. But all we not frying is at the same island because if that be I probably may get bought up. Most of the time I interact with the police, I have to get locked up just like I can't shut up. Because then they tell me something that don't make no sense and I will continue to talk and then they will lock me up. You see what I'm saying? And they might even try to brutalize me if I just step up for myself too. But that don't happen to the average guy. That was special, like I tell everybody don't get the same treatment in the USA. Because I want to tell you something, right? take for example, a couple of weeks ago, we saw a minister get arrested. Now, I think the man, the first part of the video, excellent, the man performed good, the man did the right thing. Chema so carry me for. Frisco, you think the police will carry me who will get an idea? Why be against my ass lock up on charge, man? And they took him, and when he got up by the next part of the video, he just got off. He just lost it. And then when they reach to a guy like me, you know, because a guy like here now get a treatment again. You see what I say?
Well, I never know, maybe I do, I don't know.
Right?
I don't go and walk in my camera.
You are internationally known, Luke.
No, sir. No, sir. Humble yourself, brother.
No, sir.
You understand me?
All right,
anyway,
Luke. Yeah.
I tell you humble yourself, my sister.
Is that?
But I tell that from this point. But when I upset, and you try to tell me humble myself, that was a whole different story, man. Especially if you are the first one gets me back. You know how that. I can't try to tell you why I walk away, but when it's my turn, but I'm Frisco and I may not eat. I don't care what I go along like them my ballet.
Well, if you resist, you get where resist get. As simple as that.
Yeah, but today, dear Frisco, I must admit, the new police today are scary, brother, because I got stopped there the night and I thought, oh my God, this is it. I'm going to get locked up. Man, that guy was so nice. I left on a nervous, Frisco. I even asked the man, I said, man, what do you do the way? We say, can't be where the whole police did not get that. Good night, sir. How's the deal? Is everything good? Why are they?
I look at you to be disingenuous, but I left you alone. Thanks for the call.
Listen to me. That's the man.
Yeah, but we gotta go to our first break. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks.
You might not believe me, but
no, man, we encountered good, nice police with manners every day. But yeah, thanks, Luke. Got a groove.
I remember a few years ago, I get stopped down at checkpoint because I had a broken tail light. And the policeman came up to me and said, excuse me, sir, I'm pulling you over because of this, and that. Could I see your license, please? And I gave it to him and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, you know something, officer? I said, one thing I like is the way you approach me. You approach me like I'm a human being. I say, not like any other one, and usually come and reel up with you. And after I don't tell this man what a good job he did, the man gave me back my license. I say, have a good day. If you get up there, pull me about that because I'm broken day. Like, have a good day, sir, and I'm gone. But I'll tell you, Luke is saying the same thing where I mentioned earlier that, the week, that there is a double standards, our system. We know that. I always wondered that we treat crazy ideas and we treat them like they're perfect. Why couldn't we say, instead of putting a facility for a mentally ill person
inside the walls,
why didn't we say let's put it at a medical institution instead of a prison? Because we have been used to, when we find people that are mentally ill, we have been used to throw them in a prison or something like that. And the simple question, that basic, why put that institution or why put that facility in a prison? Was there no other place that you could put it? Or was that the most convenient place because that's the one I cared anyway? You know? And then a thing where people have to look at, because like I was saying again, then things are not a wee problem. But one of these days, it may become a wee problem. And it would be very, very disingenuous.
There has to be some kind of institution like that, because even though, and I don't know how the laws work. We've heard things where the law said, but I assume. But if a person even or having a mental case does something that breaks the law, then you would assume that if you break the law, that, I'd assume that a place like that would have the resources to deal with a person like that. You can't not have it. I know they said that the only I don't think nobody said there should be the only place that a place like that should exist. But we should rather say that a place like that should have a place or a facility like that. We're not saying it should be the only facility. We're saying it should have a facility. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are you equating mentally ill? Because I want to tell you,
I'm saying if you break the law, if you break the law, and I don't know how the laws work pertaining to people with mental challenges. If you're found guilty of whatever it is you did, where do you go?
You see, that gentleman that you read the comment that they like the show because we don't argue. Hold on, argument is gonna start soon. No, because when a person commit a crime and they get injured, they're not carried in a jail. They're carried in a hospital. In the commission of a crime, if you get injured, they're carried at a hospital, not a jail.
We're not stayed there.
Yeah, exactly. And then they carry you where you belong after that treatment. So my question is, if you are a mentally ill person, or if you commit a crime while you're mentally ill, why don't they take you to the hospital? Why do they directly take you to jail? And that, I mean...
No, the hospital is not for mental patients. That's not the hospital.
But but neither is the jail.
But the jail have a facility. The KHMH doesn't. The KHMH doesn't.
Because somebody chose to put that facility.
Again, this is what I'm saying. Again, we're not saying it should be the only place. Again, don't make me mix up the two things.
It should not even be.
But somebody committed a crime. You see,
and well,
you never just pick them out. You never just pick up somebody to walk down the street with their head up in the air and carry them there. Somebody committed a crime.
You know what they do like with people like that? They used to put them in places like Seaview
and right, human rights say. Remember the human rights say.
My thing is,
you can't lock up them people.
To put them back there and forget about them.
Yes, human rights say you can't do that.
No, well, I understand, and you say, and this is where it become crazy, because nobody is saying you just pick up people and lock up people. That's not how you do it. You just not. If you find somebody out there, first of all, they have to go through medical evaluations, get all kind of things to legally state this person is mentally challenged. Then you move from there. But all I am saying is, whoever the person was that signed the paper and say, you know what? It's better to put a mental institution in a jail than in a medical facility. That one job on.
No, but again, check. Listen to what they say. There's a place on my way there. I don't know if at the Boulevard or not. And there's a nurse who deals with, and there was a training, and that nurse deals with mental patients. And you go there, and I think if you're in the system, if you have an episode, you go there for whatever medication you might need.
Treatment.
That's in the city.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking about if a crime is committed, there's no place where you lock up people with mental challenges because of human rights. So in the process of committing a crime, might be a mental patient. There has to be a facility like that at the Colby because somebody committed a crime. No, I don't know the legalities of all of that. But I can understand why you would have a place like that. Again, it's not the only place. But there is a place where, again, police went through on training certain police officers a couple years back. And there's a nurse at a facility, and the last place I remember, it was on the Boulevard. And if something is happening, they say they would either get the person, take them there for whatever medication they need, and someone could help me out with that information there. But again, if somebody committed a crime, I don't know where else you want to carry them. Carry them apart, handle that scenario there. I don't know.
We never call Seaview, you know. We call it praise.
Yes, we understand that. Human rights say you can't lock up people.
I want to tell you, and I'm pretty sure that back in the day, there were things that could probably have been done better. But it's what we had. And I think that it was a better situation to have mentally ill people in their own area than among one criminal crowd, you know. And That's the way we have now.
I think they did a different section though. I don't think that they mix up in the general population.
Yeah, but you know something, bro. But the bottom line is still jail.
No, but again, Groove, you have to realize that not just any person who send there. You commit one crime.
That is the problem Steve have because it's behind there.
But you commit one crime. If you commit one crime, where do you put the person?
But if you did not commit a crime.
Correct, we're not talking about that. If you don't commit a crime, you're there on the street.
No, if you not commit one crime and you are mentally ill, where they can carry you?
You're there on the street till you commit one crime.
All right.
Why you think you say the people ain't on the street? They on the street because human rights and we sign up to these things. You say you can't lock me up. The family have to be responsible for them until we talk about this. This is the part where correct. That part where we say we got a problem with that.
No, you see, and this is where I want to address the former Prime Minister and the President Prime Minister. Give me 10 seconds to get on the TV. But seriously, these are the things where we have to stop giving behind for anything. Because we know, I think everybody that believes know that one mentally challenged person, even if they commit one crime, they're not in their right mind. And you don't want to put them in just one general population of criminals.
No, they're not in the general population.
We're partnering there.
They know a specific. They got a unit. There's a unit. Yes, there's a unit. There's a psychiatric ward.
Where is this special unit?
Well, gotta call me and find out.
Yeah, all right, that will be. No, but what I'm saying, as people who care about our population, we should be concerned about this, because we need to have a facility where even if you commit one crime and you are mentally challenged, you go to that facility because, maybe you can get rehabilitated because you weren't in your right mind. But when they push you a facility that cares nothing about rehabilitation, really.
How you say that about Colby? Colby whole mantra is rehabilitation.
All right.
Why would you disparage the good old Colby? We have working jobs for inmates and churches for rehabilitate and programs and farms
I
pig rearing.
Profusely. I apologize profusely. And
please apologize to Colby Foundation for me, no?
Yes, I apologize to Mr. Foundation, and I will give myself 50 lashes at the end of the show.
Make it do.
If you talk to the CEO there, his first thing is rehabilitation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, everything is nice, bro. Everything is beautiful. Words make anything pretty and paint make
I try to not be facetious here, so yeah. So
yo, I know, bro, but it's a very, very... There's a lot of people walking around that could end up back there that don't belong back there. Mm-hmm. And where we need to do all the things that we are doing, we need to somebody say, yo, we need a facility for our mentally challenged people. And we don't have to worry about who to give you what. America not to give nobody nothing.
So our worldwide treated, I know American treated.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, bro. Sometimes we're good for the goose, not good for the gander. that situation not work good for we because what it does is it make a lot of homeless people, a lot of mentally challenged people on the street that eventually want to hurt somebody. And because of the negligence of the government and the citizens, that person end up in jail. Because nobody did anything to help him before.
All right, so I'm going to throw something at your way. I'm going to throw a profound scenario at you.
We got to go to a break.
Hold on. At least I love how there with me. Because there are arguments that come up. So let me throw this at your groove. In the normal course of, let's say, 1 month, how many people who are not mentally challenged are out here hurting people compared to people with mental challenges hurting people? Good. So the argument would be you got normal, regular citizens who they try to chance people, they kill people, they shoot people, regular basis, compared to people with mental challenges. How much you could say for the month that people... Now that's true this scenario, what kind of numbers? Any people do they throw numbers at you? They say...
How much crime that...
Yes, good. So I just say, is it true numbers?
Yeah, the question isn't how much crime a mentally challenged person commit. The question is, how do we deal with them when somebody know they're in the right frame of mind? When you know that this is not the way the person would normally act.
Yes,
How
but
do you deal with them?
when that's why I show the numbers. Because when you adjust these things, people want to see numbers. People have to say, well, in the last month, we had 10 cases of mental people harming regular folks or causing some kind of... And if there's none, right away, that back up the...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
I
has
get you. I
nothing
just
to do with
show
the
a scenario.
equation. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the equation.
That's how it works.
Commit crime.
That's how it works.
Well, but that's not why it not work. Because that's how it works. This has nothing to do with how much crime a mentally challenged person commit. It has to do with how we deal with them, and are we part of the reason why they end up to commit crime because we don't deal with them properly to begin with. And like Frisco got to talk, I win this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So one for Groove, right, Liz? How you mean?
Yes, Steve.
That's right. That's
He's
right.
distracted multi-man. So
exactly. Yeah. I want y'all to remember that today is the big game tonight. Tickets go on sale at 1 o'clock. The doors open at 7 o'clock. The game starts.
You didn't say that? Well, big tall guy that's walking here for a ton of
So anybody here with the promotion?
So we never have the schedule, but hey, a Thunderbolt say, you know.
Don't say it.
Okay, we were the one who sent the invitation, so yeah.
It's gonna be big, a lot of pomp and circumstances tonight. Anyway, Frisco, you just say I win the conversation like you had to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's take the break.
Take the break and come back.
Slap with some flour. Bow, please.
It's Friday.
Let me get some of that flour. There it is. What's the name of that guy, Blue?
Buddy.
But he sure gone the same way at him.
Buddy from Cake Boss.
What your name?
Yeah.
Buddy from Cake Boss.
Okay.
Yep. Only Lisa remember him guy sure gone.
Hush.
We'll be right back.
Yes, we will be.
Up in smoke.
All right. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. 16 minutes after 10 o'clock inside your Free Flower Fridays. Today is the 16th of May.
Yes, it is. Some very special girls having birthdays today.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All righty then. Jose Sandoval.
Hi, Jose Sandoval.
What? See why? What? All right.
What are you doing?
See
why I say I win the first round.
See why
I remember when me and Jose
because
Sandoval.
he was distracted, see why?
Yeah, I remember when me and Jose Sandoval went to see a baseball game at Yankee Stadium. But I may get better seat than Jose. I was way down in at the front. Jose Sandoval made the way up the back, so I stood up and I said, Jose, can you see? Everybody stood up and salute. Yes. One of our listeners sent a little joke to me this morning. Miss Yolanda Peters.
What?
It's not the joke I have been telling her already, but Yolanda sent it and it took the time to send it, so I'm telling her again. Yolanda said that 3 men were they were socializing. They were drunk. The correct word. She said they get in on a taxi and they tell the taxi driver where part they want to go, but the taxi driver don't realize that they're drunk. So the taxi driver start the engine and he rev it a couple of times and then he push the car in a park and he tell them, all right, so we reach. The first guy get out, give the taxi driver his money. The second guy get out, tell the taxi driver, thank you. The third guy slap the taxi driver in the back of his head. Tell the taxi driver, ask the man, he said, where did that for? He says, slow down, you almost got us killed.
Oh, gosh.
The driver never got no way. Turn on the car, rev the engine, shut it off. And the man tell him, slow down, you almost got us killed. You're driving too fast.
Okay.
All right.
Something I miss.
You feel that one too, Chris. You feel that one too.
Something I miss.
Yes. GOB said that then they get rid of stupid laws.
What is the stupid law?
They gave a few of them. I hope one of them that you can walk your bike up, stop. But remember when they charged Dr. Sutherland for carrying that 5-gallon water bottle from a bike? That law, they're going to take off of the books. Remember how we used to carry out the slap bucket? They take that law off of the book because there was a certain amount of time where you couldn't carry a slap bucket. So,
right.
So no, that means you could carry a slap bucket anytime now.
One of her stores who is away. Okay, one of her stores who is away.
Yeah.
She says her very white American friend is asking, what is the English meaning for BAM City from off the Freetown? Wait, from off the Freetown drugstore commercial. So Steve, could you kindly do us the honor and explaining what does that mean? Remember, this is a lady who does not know what it means.
BAM City.
Can you
first of all,
explain?
Seeing as how you are a American, I presume, in English in American we would say BAM City. Translated to the city is see there. So BAM City would mean like, look, there it is. Look, there it is. BAM City. And the reason why we say BAM, usually BAM could be you put something down, you drop something, somebody, BAM City. You know what I'm saying? You got it? BAM City. I mean, BAM see there. Yes. All right, very good. We hope that we help.
So B, I hope that answered your question.
What's it? Yeah, she should tell us the name of the listener so we could say good morning to her properly.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Boca is saying, do Belizeans know offense between jail and prison? Seems COVID is both.
Isn't jail, I think, is where they hold you, and prison is where they keep you.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe. I'm not an expert. I am just presuming. But yeah, I think that we need to do better with our mentally ill people.
Mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The San Pedro Town Council is pushing to legalize cannabis, weed, marijuana, Mary Jane. Yes.
Which they unlock.
Yeah, well, I tell you, like the man says, he just want to find out the pulse of the people. He's trying to get 400 signatures. They don't get 200. They say, I'll get the other 200 tomorrow. They're going to put it up on the ballot. People are going to vote on it. And he made salient points. A lot of his constituencies smoke. And, 10 grams is legal. But I know every day 10 grams and wash up on shore. He gave all kind of good reasons why they should legalize. I'm not sorry, San Pedro.
No, Kikaka.
Huh?
Kikaka.
Kikaka, Joe?
Right.
Yeah. It's one council member that put it forward. And he gave a lot of good reasons why they should, but he didn't give the most important one. Kikaka and San Pedro are our main tourist destination. And when tourists come, all the pretty sun, all the nice breeze, all the sun, the cold belly king, the lobster, no mean nothing if one of them not got one lead doobie name out the bunny doobie. But it can't bunny doobie because it might get arrested and end up to pay $2,000 or miss a flight, all kind of stupidness. And I mean, like the guy said, people who get off of work and they go and want a martini or want a drink, there's no problem. You know, they try to stop that. But I think that we're living on time enough where adults could make their own decisions on what they want to partake in. You know, I know they push for cocaine and the kind, but all you weed, come on. Half of the people I maintain that are publicly against weed privately smoke it. You know, so let's not be hypocritical. And, you know, at least for a tourist destination, so the foreigners can come and burn out the weed. They want to take a picture with the blow smoke out of their face. Yeah. But
I think now yeah, I get you. I'll go back to the interesting.
You have Clay laughing.
who?
I'll go back to that.
Clay over there in the foreign land with your explanation.
Oh yes. Hi Clay. How are you, my dear? I hope you are doing fine. That's my British accent, you know.
No, I don't want to go visit back the web workers, what the difference between jail and prison.
And prison.
But I think, well, for every explanation, we had a look. That might be something for more like one U.S. type of jurisdiction. Belize might be a bit different. Because it's a jail of a, you know, short term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never believe me again. Lise, you hear that?
Yeah.
No, I never believe
I said jail that for lock you up and prison that for keep you.
Yeah, but it still operate differently in a bigger jurisdiction than in Belize. So, what would we consider the police station? That just lock up, right? That just the.
Yeah. His house.
Yeah. So we don't really have jails because we don't have a need for jails based on a small jurisdiction.
No, but the jail, our jail, is at Queen Street.
No.
That's our.
That I said that just lock up.
Yeah, that's our jail.
But nobody did it. Nobody did it for a year.
I know. When they arrest you, they take you to jail, Queen Street. Then from Queen Street, they carry you to court. And then from court, depending on the outcome, they take you to prison, which they could be, or a mental institution.
Well, no, you know, for the bigger jurisdictions, you got a police lock up, and then smaller convictions, you got a jail. Bigger,
well, the foreign, they got.
Right, so the jurisdiction, we not got need for jails per se. You got a Cold Bay, whether be prison for 1 month. So jail and prison serve the same purpose that Belize. If you get where it come from.
Yeah, I think you got it for 1 month under certain conditions.
Yes, right. People got a Cold Bay for 3 months and come out back.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying they normally do that for like state of emergencies. But if you commit a crime that Belize City and they catch you and they put you in a vehicle, they're not taking you to Colby. They're taking you to Queen Street.
Yes, but only 48 hours you could do that for.
Yeah, 48, yeah.
Then you go to court.
But that's not a jail where they carry you.
No, but jail, according to the definition, you could be in jail for up to 1 year. Smaller jurisdictions or smaller offenses, the bigger jurisdictions like the United States.
Yeah.
Misdemeanors and things like that, you go to jail. Big felonies, you get sentenced for life and 20 years or so, then you go to prison.
Right.
Federal lockup.
Yeah, so we don't have really need for jail and prison are basically the same thing. One location.
Yeah.
We don't have a separate small jurisdiction jail.
Exactly. See how we don't have one separate mental institution, so we just use.
Hey, you don't win that one, you know, group. You don't win that, you know.
Yes, I know.
Already
Yes,
won that
I was like,
argument. Let it go.
See why I say you don't win.
go.
See why I say you don't win.
It's not for Frisco now. It's for the people out there who could do something where they listen and they play like they can't do nothing. I want to say respect going out to Julius' spot, the MIDH. I see that they opened up a community in the city of Belmopan City. It's called Highland Estates. Highland Estates.
50 new homes.
It's a beautiful place. It's 50 homes are now available. They have 800 lots. They said it's a one bedroom home. It's what you call a starter home.
Starter home, but you can't add to it as yet.
You can't add to it as yet.
Not as yet.
Oh, when you could add to it?
When you pay a certain.
Oh, when you don't pay. Yeah, because
you don't have to finish pay, but you have to pay a certain amount. Then you can add on to it.
Yeah, because the rent for these houses, or the mortgage for these houses, because these houses belong to the people in there, is $100 a month. $100 a month. You can't beat that. I mean, you can live on a deserted island and you have to pay more for the coconut tree than $100 a month. And this is for public service, public servants and teachers, I believe. And the lot that are regular 75 by 100, I think they say it's like a quarter acre or a half an acre or something like. It's a nice sized lot that you could plant on it and have your little garden and stuff like that. But yeah.
Trying to figure out how they have paved streets already. What happened to us?
Well, they got a paved main street, and you know what it looked like? You ever seen the way how the Simpsons started when like they show you the above scene and you see all the road leading into every house, you have a driveway? That's what this looked like. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a community that they say was funded by Taiwan. So.
Yes, that's right. Taiwan is our friend. Always will be.
See, now, you say, like you said, no, you didn't have a community. It don't exist. You have to talk to a village council to make sure your street get fixed.
Where is it? Show me where they are.
Well, I don't live up there. I don't vote in.
Show me where they are.
You better find me.
we can't get 3 roads fixed because how else is it gonna look like something is being done unless they come every tilapia pest and catch a pest for grade the road? So better than do that so you could sit anywhere. But yeah,
fixed on my drain.
I have to tell you something, to be honest with you.
I prefer to have those, trust me.
Yeah, this is where I think compromise and stuff like that come in. Because me personally, we live in a village. I like the village aspect.
Me too.
And paving the roads, a wildlife sanctuary, a fish sanctuary and a bird sanctuary. That's not the smartest thing. I would have liked to see them do something with like river rocks and cement. You know how they spread like a little layer of cement, then they throw river rocks over it. So you still have a road without dust, but it's not tar. I don't know.
I get you. That dust, they're rough, brother.
The dust is terrible out here. But again,
you can only tell.
I want to tell you, the truth of the matter is if they came to me personally and say, yo, we could come and pave this whole thing out here, or you have to fight the dust in the dry weather, I wouldn't so quickly jump and say pave the whole thing. Because I know what we live in. We live in a sanctuary. People come here because it's a sanctuary, because it's pristine. They don't want to come here. You know what Bird's Eye View have one of the beautiful lodge in the country. And they actually made cabanas because a lot of people come from abroad. They don't want to come in a big cement building. They want to go in a little cabana, in a little hut, a little place like that. So when you come to Crooked Tree, they don't want to see paved road and big. They want to know they could run in at the bush over there and do their business and come back out. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching. There's a guy. He has a unique little program there on the YouTube. And
what is the program?
I don't remember what his name, but he was what's the name of this place now? It's, I guess they call it an island, but it's like no bigger than a football field, they say. Has about 800 people to 1,000 that live there. Let me see. I remember the place name, but he was there.
I was gonna say Gilligan's Island, but I 800.
Yeah, you could nearly pass it. It's where is my history? I never could find it now. History. That. Let me see here. I this thing when even there where I watch, right? So I don't know. I don't remember it. I gotta find it. But it's a little place. It's a little, but they live there. I mean, weird to me that people would.
There's a YouTube channel that I've been seeing coming out of Kyle. It's called Fish 501 Believe, and this guy is making famous fish on. The man jump in a door about 5 or 6 of them and they go fishing right, and they just video it. And the guy is developing a following and everything. Captain something in him. But, I like when they catch things like Hikiti.
All right, I found it.
Yeah. What is it, sir?
All right, so if you could look it up. His thing is called Project Happiness.
Uh-oh.
And this, the island name here. Let me see. Look for the name in at the beginning, but you not got the name. Santa Cruz del Isla. Santa Cruz. I'm not sure off of which.
The island of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I don't know off of which coast.
What your name?
They didn't say. Santa Cruz del Isla.
No, the name of the show.
Project Happiness.
Oh, okay.
But these people they don't have running water. Huh?
How you spell Jack?
What?
I already got the pro. How you spell Jack?
Project.
Right, I got it.
Project Happiness.
Oh.
And the one is called How 1,000 People Survive on a Football Field-Sized Island.
Wow.
Yeah. It started as a fishing community and then it turned into a place where close to 1,000 people live. There's no running water. There's no live electricity. But they seem happy there.
The size of a football field.
Yeah.
1,000 people the size of a football field. You don't got no privacy.
Yeah, there's none. Absolutely none. I mean, make us send this up circle. At least get a look at it, Christy, if you can, just to.
They already have overpopulation from that place.
Yeah, but these people seem contented where they are.
Oh man!
Wow!
I wouldn't live on. There's there's no room for nothing.
All right.
They're on top of each other.
Yeah, Bill.
They have school.
Literally.
And
there's one little
thing like that.
There's one, if you want to call it school.
I've seen communities like this for real on YouTube, like in the Philippines and stuff. But man, when you look at the overhead view of that, there's no trees.
No, there's no. Yeah, it's not actually.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Just people. Just people.
I think the grung is. I'm not sure if the cement grung or whatever they made it into.
First, I don't like live on islands because I am allergic to being surrounded by water. I know even want to live in Australia to smile.
Oh yeah, but you live in Benstig.
Yeah,
we go on cars where you could drive off. We connected to the mainland.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Christy could play maybe a couple seconds of the video for sure how it look.
Yeah, just to let
there it is. There it is. I found this very interesting. I'm still not sure half of which coast it's located, but
nobody up there got sweetheart because you can't run far.
Look at where he went.
You can't run far.
I don't know how 1,000 people do it. And
look on the size of the street, Frisco.
There's not even
the distance between the home.
That guy alone right there, he deals with the garbage. Just a one-man guy, one gang guy deals with all the garbage for about 1,000 people. Yeah, there's one barber. There's it's very interesting. Could take a look at that.
If that barber
and there's There's one slop bucket carrier.
Yeah, there's no no running water, no sewage, none of that. But people, they don't want to live there for nada.
But that's what I was gonna say. What
zinc roofing and everything.
After a while, that becomes your comfort. That's what you know, and it's hard to leave anything where you know. But I gotta tell you, bro. I mean, if you grow up like that,
when they populate, what happens? They're gonna just live right.
No, I'm pretty sure younger people are gonna decide, I move up of this godforsaken island and I go into the mainland. Not everybody stay there.
They say they live as one big family. They share everything. If somebody doesn't have food, somebody else will give them food if they have it. There's things like that.
Mira, Jose. My wife not there. What your wife doing? Yes.
I don't think
that. I remember one time on that island, these two guys were walking on the street. One guy look at the next guy and say, "Good morning. How's the wife?" The next guy said, "Fine. How was mine?"
My gosh.
Take me 3 seconds to get that just now, but yeah.
Yes. Anyway,
all right, let's do let's go to health real quick. Go to health.
Yeah. All right, let's go to health.
Christy got a piece of that video she wanna.
Oh yeah, we wanna take a look at that too. Yeah, I wanna look at it. I also wanna. I'm gonna send the video with the. All right, here we go.
Oh, here's the video. We got audio, Christy.
All right, this also mama.
They're very, very close. Then, Arden flying back. Arden, what? Arden not hit. He hurt. All right. Let me take a break. Let me take a knee break. Another time. Yes. Both guys tired. Arden moving in. 3 good punch onto Akon. All right. Get him and some attack it. Try it for me. Very, very good first round, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand, even his speed and even his humility, he's a very tired. He has no water, still thirsty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody taking a break. Everybody can breathe. And say hello to all the visitors all across Cricket League. On the way around the land of Dre Hunting. The fight done. Hold on. The fight done. Referee. Come give me an update. I know you.
And the man say fracture the neck, so he say A1 fracture the neck there. I know I said that thing. All right.
The fight was done. Make I tell you something. No, the referee don't agree the chances. Why I want to tell you, I'm pushing you later. I want to tell people I don't give you none. Anyway, the man twisting it. Look, I give you some, I give you some right there. It's bloody ring right now. Anyway, the man twisting it. The man move his head fast and he pull that he must do. I understand that. Anyway, because of Arden not being able to continue the fight, the winner of the fight is Akon! That's right. You good? Look at sportsmanship. That's how you do it. On occasional.
It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, boy, I tell you gotta be there to
Who got so mama?
so
That's all about
mama.
fun. That's all about fun. Arden made it look good, man, but you know when you turn your neck. Well, I'll tell you, he can't make it close on some mama. But Arden twist the neck. And then the referee, Kenneth Bruce, say, he can't broke the man's neck. And Arden jump up and say, no, that's not what happened, that's not what happened. But they try to explain to them what happened. And that's what me and Kenneth Bruce sketch.
Okay.
And I'll be around and I'm not going on.
Kenneth Bruce is your brother-in-law. Behave yourself.
Don't tell nobody that on the air.
Man.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go to help then.
Yes.
All righty then.
This Go to Help segment is brought to you by Tux Panadas and Bobby Chap.
All right, Tux Panadas. All right. Somebody's asking me something. What are you asking me?
You're telling the right answer or what?
Huh?
You're telling the right answer or I'll make up one?
Maybe they ask about the place what to look for. All right, here we go. Good. So, go to health. And the question for the health question is, are there any chemicals we eat every day that are really poisonous?
Yes. Red dye.
Who? Red dye.
Red dye.
Explain yourself. That's not here, but I've heard about the red dye scenario.
Red dye is a food coloring that they use in every food product practically to make it red. But what they found out is that it is toxic, I believe, and they actually banned it, I believe. You can't use that red dye formula. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start with the most basic one. Table salt. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. According to this, I don't know why somebody would want to have 10 large spoons of table salt in a short period of time, you may die. You may die if you consume 10 large spoons of table salt within a short period. You run the risk of something bad happening.
Tell that to them people who've been eating tomahawk and stuff.
Yeah. Don't you dare.
Next you there. I just put a sprinkle.
Don't you dare talk about the tomahawk.
Marlon say proud of me, say me like the pink.
Yes, you had a very medium rare going there, sir. Very good.
Yes.
You allowed it to rest and those enzymes to flow back into where they came from.
Exactly.
Yes, very good.
The good thing about it is, everybody, some of Alien's friends were here. We make two of them. So they liked it, but the problem with them is they want to see it burn up. So everybody ate it and everybody loved it, but I ended up eating like a whole one by myself.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no meat. Anyway.
All right, here we go. The next one, water. And Groove mentioned this the other day.
Water intoxication.
If you drink 20 liters, 5 gallons of water, I don't know who the hell could stomach 5 gallons of water. Guess what? You may die.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not nice.
That's not good. Who the hell could drink a 5 gallon?
That's why you better drink 5 gallons of Coke.
Good one, sir. Very good, very good. Well, we know this one. Alcohol. Rum.
Yeah.
And we've seen this. I've seen this. People with their rum challenge. People have died. With their rum challenge.
Rum kill you because of the rum consumption and because of the way you do after eating time.
No, the rum challenge. People have died from that. Just taking down a quarter or a liter of whatever kind of alcohol. So if you drink a bottle of vodka down the hatch in these challenges, you get alcohol poisoning. Guess what?
What?
You may die.
No, man. We did too much.
Too much dying.
That's what the red dye that they talk about.
Yes, not that die. You may die.
No, die.
You may die. Now here's one. And a lot of people like pickled foods.
Yes. especially pickles.
No, badly stored pickled foods may contain a bacterium called Clostridium botulinum.
Yes, I been catch that one time.
You did?
Right in my botulinum.
Where you put it? Do not catch it.
Right in my botulinum. Yo, but do you know, I believe that yogurt, not yogurt, pickles. I think that when you get pickles in the barrels and like that, there's a certain amount of maggots or something I think that's allowed to be in there, you know. A lot of food have those kind of things.
But yeah, so it says if it's stored badly.
Yeah.
Or people might reuse, you might use a fork and then use it again, and you might contaminate the pickled foods.
It's like a pepper.
Mm-hmm.
You contaminate
and
your pepper.
that could cause a bacterium, which is toxic. And guess what? If you eat it,
you may die.
You may die.
Again. What do you think I am? You think we that cat? We got 9 lives then.
Right, you may die. And the last one, of course, is your regular old painkillers.
Really?
What kind?
If
you
you
think
over,
want kill you?
yeah, if you overdo your painkillers, some people get addicted to them painkillers.
Yeah.
Especially the major ones. But you can overdose by your regular painkillers, your regular aspirins and acetaminophenes and what's the
I remember.
What's the other one?
The other day, I was coming down to Tongue on the bus, and this lady had my headache. So he pulled out the aspirin and for take the aspirin, and the bus driver made it drive so fast that the aspirin blew right out my hand out the window, and the lady holler, "My aspirin, my aspirin!" The driver said, "Well, just push it out the window."
Aspirin?
My aspirin, my aspirin.
Lay down flat for your belly then. Aspirin.
Right.
We can put it there. I don't think Frisco get it yet. Hold on.
I know your aspirin. Lay down flat for your belly. If your aspirin then come off of your butt.
Yes.
Terrible.
Anyway, drummer say the try call.
Yeah, but you're calling in the middle of the thing. You can't. I know I stray away from where to do for that. So you got to time your cars and listen to the show.
There was one in Fresh Pond, family's house and their cars burnt down because of a bushfire. And the owner of the house said that many times they had bushfires and they put it out. They kept the yard clean, but she was at work that day. And a neighbor called and said, "Yo, your house stepped on fire." They called the fire department. The fire department got there 2.5 hours later when everything was done. And you say, "I know we beat dead horses," but this is why you can't go give yourself 15% raise. There's a lot of work out here to do.
Yeah. All right. Let me grab drummer and then we get back to that. Yeah, what up?
Yeah, morning, guys.
Yeah, what up?
Morning.
I was just here because I'm more surely too simple pertaining to the vaccine when it happened. And there's something very interested about I want to share that opinion about the vaccine at the village and I leave Friday night or Saturday night, one for different occasions because two of the guys that was in the vaccine over the coffee tree fest was one of them my nephew and another them my nephew friend. That was the first fight and the last fight, which was the biggest fight. And it was a blast. It was good. And like I was saying, we need to get things like this going. I want to try to get some support to get some gloves and helmet, face mitt to the youth so that they could not get hurt when they go through the practice session and things. Like I said, try open avenues to youth in all year away part. I realized and it could be useful. So that's what I used to do. And because I win the belt up there, that's why my nephew get excited and want to fight. And then I can't lose. So we have to go in a training and Mexico back hard after they expect back.
They never knock out the man.
They never knock out the man. The man just...
They never knock out, but once they get loose by especially have to stop a fight, that's a knockout.
TKO.
Yeah, that's how we get it. That's how we do it. So, yeah, but it was good. And like I said, vaccine is something good for the youth there, and we forget support it. They push gyms and things like that around because you know they need training. Vaccine is very dangerous, and he was telling us because of the head mitt was always closing up over his face, so you can't really still go there. You have to try to fix the head mask, and that kind of distract him in the fight, and that's part of the reason for his loss. But but that's a part of the game. But like
one of the things we plan to do next year is
well, I'm making finish.
Rubber
like that, so we could get the youth in a good position. We have potential to start up in the village, so we could try to push that and make it grow if we get support for different entities who could support the league years where they need.
Yes, I.
Respect my 2 cents.
All right. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thank you.
See, no, I mean I think the Bella vibe that I know that was more of a casual, fun kind of thing, but eventually groovy. Look like you might have.
But I'll tell you what happened. While it was going on, there was like 4 other people that say, "Yo, we want to fight too."
Mm-hmm.
And that's like I'm gonna tell. If we're gonna continue doing this, there's a couple of things that we need to do. We need to put mats on the ground because it's on a cement thing and a fight. And if somebody really get knocked out and they fall down, the cement not that sad. So, we want to have it done properly.
They go against each other in a certain weight, right?
Yeah, what? Actually, we don't got weight category. We just got if you want to fight. And I'll tell you something. There's one, I don't know, joke, we got weight category. There's one young lady who every boxing event that we have come up and she said, "I want to fight." But there's no other young lady who want to fight this young lady. I want to fight. So the next time I'll talk to the referee and see if the referee that's ring a 2-hand with her.
All right, Carmelo.
We may give $50 to knock out the referee.
I come from Chicago because I come from Chicago and my family they tell some of the lousiest jokes ever heard in my life. I just try to
I tell you, no got no sense of humor.
I got one joke for you. This man.
You have to be worthy. All right, come with the live.
This man got his parrot and they lived together for years. And one day the man decided to get married, and he bring the wife home. And the first morning the wife got up to make breakfast. The parrot said, he said, "Good morning, Polly." The parrot said, "You are the ugliest, the most disgusting woman I've ever seen in my life." And the woman gets so mad and he got up and tell her husband, "Listen, you're threatening me, and I know that I can't handle that. So you have to do something about it." So the man said, he got down to the parrot and said, "Polly, I understand that you're not used to somebody else in the house, but you have to respect my wife." The man said, the parrot said, "Okay." So the next morning, the lady could now, "Morning, Polly," and they didn't make breakfast to the parrot. "You're still ugly. You're still disgusting. You're still nasty. And I can't stand you." And the lady really get mad and back up to the husband and said, "Listen, your parrot, that me or your parrot insulted me 2 days in a row. I can't handle this anymore." So the man got on and said, "Polly, listen, my wife, either you stop this or tomorrow you won't be breakfast." Parents said, "Okay." So the next morning the lady got down and they said, "Good morning, Polly." And the Polly looked and I said, you know. That's not a joke. Bye.
You know.
That's the way you call we are, tell we.
What mean you know? Same the status quo?
Yeah, the same thing. You know you're still
you know the deal.
I know I tell you, but you know.
You know.
I can tell you how a good parrot joke goes, sir, because obviously you flunk out a parrot joke school.
Yes.
The man call away from Chicago, my boy. The man call away from Chicago.
Yes, this lady passed Rose Garden.
Oh, Lord.
And when he passed Rose Garden, they made it sell out all the things in a Rose Garden, including a parrot where they had.
Okay.
So the lady buy the parrot from Rose Garden and carry it home for surprise the husband. So when the lady get home now, the lady cook a nice dinner and got the parrot right at the door. And when the husband come, the husband walk in, the lady say, Close your eyes, I got a surprise. And the man shut the eye, and when you open the eye, the parrot look for the parrot say, "Hi, Bill, back again."
Let me tell you a parrot one then.
Oh, Lord.
So there was this single woman who's got a pair of female parrots,
That
right?
mustard.
She's got female parrots. And all her parrots know to say, "Hi, we are hoes. What do you want us to do to you?" So anybody who come by the house, this is what they say, this is what they say. And she told her pastor, she's ashamed to have people over because this is what they say to any and everybody. So anyway, the pastor said, "Well, I have a pair of male parrots. You can bring your female parrots and then see if because his parrots they pray, they have their rosary and they pray, they're just praying." So anyway, took her two females over to his two males, and one of his males said, whistle, whatever. And one of the girls, they said, "Hi, we're hoes. What do you want us to do?" While the other male parrot was still praying. So the one who met the girls, he said, "Bill, put the rosary away. Our prayers have been answered," because they said, "We're hoes. What do you want us to do for you?"
We hoes?
That's what they were praying for.
Watch out. Hold on. Uno terrible. Uno terrible. Make I tell you something. This is the parrot joke to end all parrot joke. Did you hear about
I know there's a joke there just now. I think Lisa not deliver it correct, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about the geometry teacher who left his parrot cage open? Polygon.
Polygon?
Yes, polygon. Geometry.
Oh, polygon. Okay, polygon, I get it.
Yes.
Polygon.
Polygon. How you mean?
I have my parrot joke no make for no radio nor no TV.
Oh. What do you call a parrot?
Anybody will know the parrot joke will end with the mustard? Gonna clear it. Big up on yourself.
What do you call a parrot and a centipede? Walkie-talkie.
Huh?
Walkie-talkie.
What you call a parrot and a centipede?
Yes.
Walkie-talkie. That's stupid. Let's take a break. We gotta take a break. When we come back, we got that video.
Before the break, Steve, international news: 11 inmates have escaped from a New Orleans jail.
Oh, they are right, man. They're good.
Really, New Orleans?
Armed and dangerous. Yeah, New Orleans.
They're good, man.
What? Armed and dangerous. I mean, I think got some Cajun seasoning with them.
You think so? All the Creole seasoning as well.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All these personal air conditions by touring.
For 15 years, Ocean
Right. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. You're locked into the morning stew. Yep. 12 minutes after 11 o'clock.
We missed it.
All right. Where do you want to go? I mean, I sent that video. I don't know if you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the video.
Let me take a look at that. So we spoke with, what's the name of the... all of that is in the video, but... Joan. So she's turning, or she turned...
God's bounty.
Right. So, cashews into a meat source.
Yes.
All right. So let's take a look at it. Groove had a piece. I didn't get to taste it, but maybe we can get some.
I tried the. It was actually like a stewed cashew kind of finish, not like stew with its sugar, stewed like you would stew meat. And also had cashew balls.
Cashew, yeah. All right. Christy, we got that. We're ready for that. If we can. Let's see. Yes, all right. Here we go. Let's start. This was a Cashew Fest. We were to show this from Monday, but yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, we're going to do a video now. This is Miss
Jonah Rana.
Miss Jonah Rana, and we had to get a video of what's going on now. We're talking about cashew. Repurpose as protein, meat.
No, not as protein.
But meat.
As meat. Because cashew does not have protein.
Okay.
I serve it with beans.
Oh, okay.
So you get your balanced meal, right?
All right. So
yeah,
no, the first thing for morning group we tell about cashew panades.
That's the one where
no, we want to see
Marian Allen them made sample and couldn't get enough.
Okay, so live and direct, folks. Make it.
Okay, so we have cashew meatballs.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to meatballs first.
Cashew meatballs.
All right, so there we go. Look like meatballs to me, Lisa.
You know what sample? Yeah. You want sample this one?
Well, I'm going to get a whole run first and then
okay, then come back and sample. All right.
So that's the meatballs. So we're going for the panades filling.
This is famous cashew panades filling.
All right, here we go. Wow. Wow. Well seasoned, folks. What's in here? You got sweet peppers, onions,
Sweet
everything,
pepper,
right?
onion, the seasonings that you would normally use for fish, like your thyme, oregano.
Right.
You know.
All right. So what else we have? In the way of
the curry cashew.
So this is God's
Bounty.
God's bounty.
God's bounty.
Right.
And Cashula, that was the name of my original exotic drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is the curry cashew.
Curry cashew, guys. Morning Stew crew, check it out. That is cashew. Looking like curry meat. Man. There you go.
And then this is just the filling for the similar to the.
So this would be like chicken if you would grind up chicken.
No, not grind. Like if you would
shred chicken. Right.
Yes. And I use that for sandwiches.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
Okay, so but it's not fried chicken, right?
Anyway, you are use it.
I didn't have pico de gallo. Salpicon.
Yeah, this is a smoked cashew. You notice the pieces. I may open one of these, no mind the $15 for one.
No, open it. It's all right. We
I number want to taste that and taste how beautiful cashew smoke.
Yeah.
How it grab that smoke flavor.
All right. So how can people get in contact with you again?
614-6039.
So only cashew you play around with, or you have other fruits?
I play around with a lot of different fruits. Like I like to try stuff with mango, any fruit. It's seasonal produce out of season. That is what I'm experimenting with. But this year I hit it with cashew as a meat substitute.
Okay.
That is cashew with Malay apple. That's a shake.
Okay.
And it's $5. Not that one large, the smaller one.
All right. So
$8 for the big bottle or $5 for the small one.
And over here.
Cashew with Malay.
Oh, so we have some folks who tried the cashew tamales. How was the afternoon, guys?
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you doing? How was the cashew tamales?
Man.
Well, first of all, you had tamales before with chicken.
Oh, definitely. I had tamales this morning before coming.
Oh, there you go. So now let's compare that. How is this experience?
There is no comparison at all. No? As I said to the lady, the tamales itself, separate from the cashew, was good.
Okay.
Now when you're adding the cashew itself, that took the place of the meat.
Different flavor profile.
There's absolutely nothing that you can taste that is different from it.
So
you would actually believe that you're eating meat, that you're not eating cashew.
Wow.
So I'm telling her, she got something good going on there, man.
All right, so 1 out of 10, how you rate the cashew?
Why that? 15.
15?
Well, that goes to Monte because they have a very nice pick right here.
There you go. All right, guys. So, this is God's Bounty once more, and they're doing cashew as meat.
Exactly.
At Cashew Fest.
The cashew, the curry? No, the balls. The cashew balls. Try the cashew balls too.
Good?
Oh, man.
Try the ball.
All right, guys. Thanks very much. Cashew Fest. It's happening 2025, man. And of course, you're locked into the morning stew. Lord.
Oh my goodness. That's what you did.
Oh Lord. But yeah.
It was nice.
Very interesting and different. I've never.
Steve tried the curry cashew. How was that, Steve? Honestly.
Actually, I didn't get a chance to try the curry cashew.
Which one did you try?
I tried the stew. Oh, you mean the stew thing right there?
Yeah,
it was good because you tasted the regular curry, gravy and stuff, and then you're chewing on this thing that you feel like the meat, because you don't taste any cashew. All you taste is a texture almost like meat, flavored like meat. So it's it's a good thing. It shows you that it doesn't replace protein like she says.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a meat.
Yeah, if you're not a vegetarian and you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I like I said, she does a lot of things with fruits and beans. Not only beans, with legumes too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only beans, but legumes.
Legumes.
Yeah, legume.
Yes, Lego meeting.
Yes,
Lego beans.
Let's go, Arab.
Yes.
Yeah.
What up?
Greetings, guys. Greetings. No, you know that you could make cashew panades too, right?
Well, that's what she said.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Saying you know because it's a barbershop and panades, but you have to come out of a bucket and make something different now.
Yeah.
That's right. Cashew panades, Frisco.
Yeah.
No. You mentioned the too much spoons of salt or something like that.
Yeah, if you had 10 spoons of salt. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what happened is that unfortunately nowadays we got so much foolishness. As for instance, you say refined sugar, refined salt. That's what is killing us. Well, it not kill me, you cannot use it.
Yeah.
But if you use the natural iodine salt, the one original from the sea, that, no, I ain't tell you will take too much, but that no kill you. This is the refined salt.
Oh.
Now, if you the cook or you the buy food, well, better when you the cook it. And if you want to use ketchup, no use salt. Because the ketchup already have a lot of salt.
Yes.
See? That's another go to help. So people use ketchup plus they use salt, then they double the salt on their body.
Yep.
Huh? Yesterday, it better with the pepper salt, the pepper salt name?
Yes. Rancho fever.
Okay. Okay, no. I also wish the best for him and recommend him to see Beltrade. Beltrade seems to trying to help people like him, you know. And also, I want to advise him out of the bucket. You say United States, he's selling to United States. Right. I used to sell my shop, the Salvador. I sell it Guatemala. I sell my shop in Mexico because I used to carry there, go try. And one man, the Guatemala city say to me, how much pepper salt you bring and go cheese too? How much you bring how often you come and tell maybe every month? He said, the amount you bring it to me, no carry it to nobody else. I want any amount, right at Guatemala City, because the man say he distribute things to different restaurants and hotels.
Yeah. Yep.
So my point, get out of the bucket. And then I want to wrap up now with the parrot joke. Here on the like parrot joke. The sheriff goes there at the man every time one man go and share, the parrot tell her, mind you get caught. And you set up yourself. Mind you split. So he man tired, he man said, why is parrot? Because she got shoe by in the toilet bowl.
I know that joke. I know that joke very good. Left that one alone, Rob. I know that one very good. If you don't dead fan, I cut there. How am I dead fan is leaving here? Yes, sir.
Because we got them. Why indigenous man gone and take family plan. And the doctor tell her to make you not make too much children because I remember somebody said the way to avoid poverty that for stopping making children. That's nonsense because they tell black people and indigenous people that, we're not telling white people that. No. This man got 2000 he gone and the man tell, all right, this is what you do, blah, 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 use of condom, blah, blah, blah. For 25 years later, now 2025, the man gone back to the doctor and what happened to you? My wife no stop making children at this time, and like 2000 to now, at 25 children you have no. So the doctor said, but I explained to you what to do, how to use the condom. You know, follow my instructions. Tell me what you do. The man said, I use it, but I cut out the leaky gap.
No, Ram, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Ram, what happened? The man tell the doctor, he said, after I follow instruction, he said, my wife's still pregnant. The doctor say, do what I tell you? The man say, yes. He say, you tell me to take the condom out of the package, place an organ, and proceed. He say, I never had one organ, so I put it on my guitar.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Is that
Lisa.
Hi, Ron.
Remember, fix up that hair because one day guys talk about this.
Yeah, no, the hair is thin right now. Yeah, breeze is blowing out and all, man.
Yes, I tell you.
All right.
Take care. Have a nice weekend.
Enjoy the weekend, Rob. You know how to order, you know how to start them lot of jokes.
I tell you.
I start that one there. I just like mustard, but I left that alone. Oh boy. All right. Yeah.
Oh, Casale sent me a video of himself training for the Krems New Year's Day Cycling Classic and the cross country. The man they on a race bike, they got 25 miles an hour. But I do believe it's downhill, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Probably downhill. More than likely downhill. All right, let's get a girly word. Let's get a girly word in there somewhere.
Yeah. Ready? Up.
Yep. The girly word.
Yes. Brought to you by Steve who?
By Lisa's Bread Box. And Tony's Nut House.
It says life is the most difficult exam. Most people fail because they try to copy others, not realizing that everyone has a different question paper.
Bam, see there?
All right. Excuse me. Look, there it is.
Whammo!
We still have Clay listening, so you can't say Bam today.
Somebody said, Lisa, here I need you one segment.
I tell you. I love your hair. I love your hair.
What up, B-Red?
Right.
Thank you. So here we go. That's the girly word for today. Heading into the weekend.
I know that I don't my mom used to call me one agitator. He say I don't agitator. But, you know, Lisa here has a perfect, that's why rumple it up.
Yeah, it's a spite, does it?
Yes. All right, we got the first part of the man's perspective, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and it goes.
Brought to you by Guatemala Take Your Land Travel and Tour.
Take Your Land. All
right. And this perspective comes to you from the bowels of. I mean, think so hard about this perspective when my two brain cells rub together and me hurt. Anyway, tolerance will reach such a level that intelligent people will be banned from thinking so as not to offend imbeciles.
Wow.
Tolerance will reach such a level that intelligent people will be banned from thinking so as not to offend imbeciles. And I hope that word imbeciles does not offend anyone. But that's true that, you know, you can't even think a thought without somebody, you know, cry foul. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frisco.
You think that is deep? Check Frisco.
This is deeper.
Yeah.
I remember time me and Frisco stand up at the tree first bridge and with the people right there because we couldn't make it the road mouth. And I tell them, mother, yes, Frisco, the water cool. Frisco say, yeah, it's deep too.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, sir.
Thank you for that.
The tilapia man. Hold on. Okay. So we showed that video, but there was another. We were there. Before I get into my perspective, what's the name of the young lady? She had so huge tilapia, and I didn't remember if I take a picture of the tilapia. There was some big one. Where you get there from?
Yeah.
Oh, and she said right from the Laguna, like, man.
Yeah, I had to tell you, bro. We got some tilapia. Like Alena just catch some big one. But we have some tilapia. We got like 2.5 pounds. You know, and that is a nice big tilapia.
Well,
you know.
What was the name of the young lady? Remember, and she was cleaning and seasoning, but the size of the
one. Was it Carrie?
Oh, one brown skin young lady.
I don't know.
Well, she made it clean it. Remember, she made it clean it and right there.
Which style? The first or the last or the middle?
No, somewhere in the middle. Maybe the third or fourth.
All right. Oh, that's Shelly. Shelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl, she was right by the back by the fire.
Right. But the size of the tilapia delis, you were there.
I went back, remember? I went back under the pavilion.
Yeah, they have only pam.
What? We don't got no pavilion at Cricket Street. Where you gone?
Under the pavilion.
I don't know.
We got pavilion?
Yeah. I say, you know what? If I have to eat one tilapia, I would have tried one of those fried. Can't have no pam tilapia. Then I make some huge.
One of these days when you come up here, when I make one nice fried tilapia. Boy, I can tell you something. You want to be like Lisa when she meet for she want to ask for more.
Like, I never asked for more. Oh my God.
Yeah, just like when you meet that give nothing, I ask him more.
I never asked for more before you guys fried it, or when the guy came selling it. I said, because it came as a fillet, and I said, "This is sea fish," and all of y'all looked at me except the brother. He hung his head down, and I was like, "Why did you do that?" He said, "Because Steve answered your question and Donna as well." Okay.
Not believe Lisa here. Lisa, they walk around, they ask the people where they sell food. You got anything under the food style when they on the menu?
No, sir.
Yes. And I got anything.
If I don't tell her yes.
I stick to what I know. I stick to what I don't know. Sir.
I tell her yes. We're looking at the pan. We'll say fish, right?
All right.
Yes.
How you mean?
All right. Here we go. Here's one. Lisa Love, I swing this wrong by you for a quick hot second.
Yeah.
Man's perspective. So, you're in a relationship with your wife or your lady, common law as you would call it, but for some strange reason, you have friends, but one of your friends is a female friend. For some reason, your wife or your common law, your girl,
significant other,
not like this girl. And at some point, she puts an ultimatum to you and says, well, I need you to end a friendship right there. So she's uncomfortable with your friendship with the other woman. No, nothing to go on. What do you do at that point?
She's
help.
Insecure
Somebody's asking for help. What do you do? Your lady, why you not talk to this next woman? Yeah, do you bow and give in?
What would Martin do?
Which Martin?
With Gina. What was Martin's favorite line? Get to stepping.
Get the
Get to stepping.
Who you gonna be stepping? The significant other of your friendship.
Right.
Yo, well, again, you know something? There are some friendships out there that are longer than relationships. And if me and you had a friend going for 20 years, and I meet somebody now, and they tell me, yo, I not so like Lisa Love, I don't like how they quoting the trolley word like that. I want you to stop the deal with, talk to Lisa. I'd tell them plain, yo, my girl, you know something, I love you. I don't want to work out with you, but Lisa, that's my friend a long, long time. And some kind of way, I want to invite you over. Me and she might go to Europe. Some kind of way, I want to get enough to talk so you can get a threesome going on. I mean, I want to get enough to talk. Forget the other part. I just mean that part.
No, but okay, see, easier when you're just to get in a relationship. But suppose you're in a long relationship, and your lady tell you, well, I don't really like that somebody.
So why would that change now?
Well, if it ain't a long relationship, then you're right, Lee. Something must have happened to make her feel threatened now. Because if you're in a long relationship,
regardless if something happened or not, I'm saying nothing happened. Do you say you go like one chump and say, well, Miss Lisa, I will stop talking to you, coming wife don't want to talk to you. Is that what you do?
I couldn't do that.
Right.
You know, this would end up being, this would be all right. You know what?
But this happens.
This would be the one argument where we have to have, or the one disagreement where we have to agree to disagree. If you are not confident.
You think that I have been in situations like that before.
Yeah.
Personally.
Really? How you do?
I got vice versa too. Can maybe a man why your lady stop talk to that man?
Yeah. Right. Well, that's different. That's different.
I've been there before.
Right, it says if you love and respect your woman, you would quit doing anything that makes you. So you want to stop talking to your friend because your lady said you stop talking to her.
Not sorry, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, everybody know how close me and my babes are. But if my babes gave me an ultimatum like that, like I said, I'd have to tell her, babe, this is one thing where we have to agree to disagree. I know they do not. Yeah, I know they do not know wrong. She know they do not know wrong. I hope we could be friends, you know. But this is my friend, you know. If it's somebody that I met after I met my spouse,
yes,
then
it might be somebody after.
Then maybe there's a chance. Yeah, maybe there's a chance then but it's still the same thing. But
it's still the same thing as far as
I
see. I wouldn't want nobody to put no damn ultimatum to me if I know.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of basically the same thing. I choose your friend.
Okay, let's flip it around. You as a man, would you put an ultimatum? Same scenario. Might not be nothing, but you just not comfortable with because maybe you say
that's not fair.
You're a lady, not necessarily might have interest in our individual, but in a friend. But you, your insecurities might believe that the man
that's not fair.
Have eyes for your lady. Your lady might not have eyes for the man, but you might say no in a man say bye a holiday. Would you do that? Would you tell a lady, hey babes, listen to me. Try cut that communication with such and such. Cut that communication there in Frisco because
Well, if you're in Frisco, you know. But that's not fair. That's not fair because
I'm not gonna do it.
That is not a fair question because, like James Brown once said, "This is a man's world." Don't. So no put that question where woman for do or man for do.
No, but so you, men have done it. Someone put that to the woman to say way.
But it's a man's world, Mr. Frisco.
No, so is that legit or?
It's legit on both sides, bro. And I think it comes down to the same thing. How long were you friends with this person? And
I don't have to explain myself.
Make I tell you something. Lexi Ma, Yvette had a friend named Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Wayne grew up together. Her and Wayne gone to school together. Her and Wayne gone to college together. All kind of thing. And I never liked Wayne. No matter how much you tell me, babe, I just never
When I say Lexi,
Wayne.
please specify that you're Lexi. I know Lexi will work, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, my Lexi, my daughter, right? No matter what, Wayne was a nice guy, but just because there was another man in her life that she had great feelings for, not love, but the friendship was a good friendship.
It's a different love.
Exactly.
But she loved him as
I
a
was
friend.
very young, and I just felt like that's not correct. You can't have no man friend like that. And there's a couple of times where me and Wayne went to blows. As a matter of fact, the reason why this finger here twists a little bit, right? This one.
There was blows thrown, Lisa Love.
I broke the finger. Yes, I stick on, I broke the finger. But what I'm telling you is, with everything you learn, you grow up. And if there's a few things in my life I would change, and that would be one. I would respect that friendship that they had, and I would say to myself, yo, if something were to happen to me and if it needed help, there's somebody that she could go to. If something happened to her, and I needed help, I know I could go there. So
okay,
that's the adult way of looking at those.
I get it. Okay, Lisa, this is enough for you then. Another scenario around the same scenario. What if, is it fair to say that, okay, you could talk to a lady and say, hey, babe, listen, I know you are Bridget, might be a friend, but you personally say certain things that might lead you to believe that Bridget, they come out straight and say it, but you could see certain things where that might be the end game.
Man read that.
Yeah, you could read that and say, by the man, not just friendship anyway. But can you talk that through rather than say an ultimatum? Can you talk through it and say, explain where your point of view to come from?
Yeah.
Would that be kosher?
Yeah.
And say, hey, Lise, babes, I know that they were virgin, but right now I see certain things and I hear certain things, and you might not be all genuine. Like, wait,
I would talk, and maybe even step back a little, but don't end the friendship. Don't give me an ultimatum.
No, but I want to tell you, that the truth of the matter is.
Why do you have the brushes in your hand?
Yeah, men could read signals like that a long time before women pick up on it, because being a man you know that there's a tone of voice, there's a type of joke, there's a way you speak when you're attracted to somebody.
Game recognized game, no Groove?
Huh?
Game recognized game?
Exactly, game recognized game. And a lot of time, women don't realize that they're in at the middle of this game. So that's the way the partner come up and say, babe, you know something? I know they tell you what to do. That's your friend right there. But I tell you, he got ulterior motive.
Right.
You know,
So,
I know
okay, you saying that might let me open my eyes.
Exactly.
So,
I'm giving you a heads up.
So it might be, okay, so it might be, I don't know what you say, but how you say it.
But that could also work one another way, because you could tell your partner that for like get their heads up, you'll be aware. And all of a sudden, I say, oh, that's how you try to make a gang out quick.
Wait, what Lord?
You never know they do it backfire for you.
Well, then, I
never
mean,
see that the way. I never see that the way.
All you did was speed up the process, so it's better that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if it may happen anyway, so better speed it up. Then.
It has to do with trust again. And I remember there's I don't know if it's a saying or it's just a lesson learned. They say you could watch your partner 24.5 hours a day.
23.5 hours.
Yeah, 23.5. And the minute you shut your eyes in a half hour, where something will happen. So unless you could watch them 24 hours a day, and even try watching them for 1 hour a day.
24 and more?
Yeah, it's based on trust. And if you can't trust your partner, then maybe it's time to look for something else.
Like Big Jim and the bananas, no? The bunch of bananas.
Exactly.
Watch a banana, so shut your eye, banana, gone.
Gone. Who got a banana? That's right.
You remember the story? That's from, what's the name of that book? That no,
Aesop Fable?
No. It might be one Caribbean book or a Belizean book. What's the name of the lady who do the books?
Mother Goose?
But I don't remember what the name of the guy, Big something, but he has this bunch of bananas.
Big Wins?
And somebody tell her, the neighbor or whoever it was, tell her, I want to take the banana. And he said, well, come for the banana then. And he sit down there with the shotgun or whatever it is. And he watch them banana, and so along the line, he gets sleepy as his shitty eye open at the banana. Gone!
Right. That's like what happened to Donkey Man. Donkey Man made a ball guy couldn't believe what he did to the papaya. They threw it up with brown sugar and water.
All right, let's get the weather. Then take a break.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, remember Wynn's Hotel Casino in Las Vegas?
Of a restaurant in Belize City that is on fire as we speak.
What's that?
Really?
Yeah.
Say it again.
A restaurant that is on fire as we speak.
We hope that everybody got out, but I heard the food was hot.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Where is this?
Huh?
Oh.
What part?
It looks like mid-tongue.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I hope that the fire service is there because mid-tongue very congested. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Owner of Wynn's Hotel Casino. Remember them in Las Vegas? Steve Winwood or something had Wynn. All right. Well, we have his granddaughter, Susan. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Wynn.
Susan Wynn. Wait, Susan Wynn. All right, I get it.
All right, so here's your weather for today, Friday. It's the 16th of May. Your weather says a moderate to dry easterly airflow prevails in our forecast. Mostly sunny skies today. Tonight, skies will be clear to cloudy. Little or no rain is expected. Winds blowing east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state is moderate. Waves beyond the reef 46 feet. Temperatures for today on the coast 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland areas, Steve.
96 degrees in the shade. Me want to start the charge for that song. Real hot. The choir said, in the shade.
And in the hills, it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit. We are currently experiencing a low tide. A high tide is on schedule at 7:09 tonight, followed by another low at 1:42 early Saturday morning. Sunset this evening at
6:17.
You got
Right
it.
on schedule.
The moon will rise just after 10 p.m. or 4 minutes after. In our outlook, this is through to Saturday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. Our forecaster is Catherine Cumberbatch, and that's your weather.
Thank you, Miss Catherine Cumberbatch and Susan Wynn, for that weather. Lisa,
Yeah, I remember Bo.
remember Bo Derek?
Yeah, I remember Bo too.
Remember Bo Duke?
I know Bo Duke.
All right, Dukes of Hazzard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bo Nerlong.
Oh.
Bo who?
Mr. Nerlong.
Oh, Nerlong. Bo Nerlong.
Oh, my goodness.
Very Bo.
Mr. Nerlong. Bo.
One of my favorite things with this is to watch Frisco face when he finally get it.
When he gets it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Nerlong. Lord.
Mr. Nerlong.
Just put up the graphics, man, because...
But back it though.
Oh, boy. There you go. Look at the little lines. Look outside and you see the lines up in the sky.
That's the direction it's moving in.
Yep, that's a whole lot of nothing. So roll it on a Friday. There's no convection nowhere there around Belize or the Yucatan. But again, the islands continue to get a lot of moisture. Leeward Islands.
The Leeward Islands, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of moisture for the last couple of weeks. But none of that moisture makes its way all the way into the Caribbean. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. You would think that, some of that convection would move westward. But no. It remains right there. Islands like San Juan.
Puerto Rico.
Ah. Yep. All right. So yeah, more of the same into next week. Look at that. Yep. So enjoy the weekend. Winds blowing what? Winds what? 10 to 20 knots?
Yeah, 10 to 20.
Yeah. So yeah. All right.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bo Nerlong.
Mr. Bo Nerlong.
Yes.
You know, you heard try sweet topic more bad, but anyway.
It don't matter what you say.
Yes.
Don't matter what you say.
All right.
So, good morning going out to Spooners. Spooners is painting while he's listening to us.
Very good.
Very good. Apparently, we're very relaxing. You have to be in a relaxed mood. I wonder where Spooners the paint.
Ask him.
Mr.
Spooners the way the paint.
Do you know Junior Biles?
No, I know Cat Bile.
I'm the Junior Biles.
He died.
Oh yeah? Those who seek of only vanity have no love for humanity shall fade away.
Right.
Wow.
The boy knows. Junior Biles died yesterday, actually.
Okay.
Oh, that's the way Ross Buck sent me, but because I was so used to open the other thing, I never opened that one because the one may look legit.
All right, we got to grab a break right here. We'll be right back with birthdays.
We will be. Thanks, Boca.
Today is the day you've been waiting for. Today
is your birthday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Lenny Bailey right there.
We just can't wait.
All right, who we got? Let's bring back the crew. Lisa Love, Steve the Groove. No, Father Lee.
Yes, Father Lee birthday today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. Father Lee. Happy Earth Strong. Man, you drink a little ginger ale right there.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
All right.
Big guitar behind her.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Father. Big money in the music field. Done say, producer extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but not only that, ladies and gentlemen, also on the birthday list for today, this is the one and only Mr. Norman Rodriguez. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Rodriguez, coming to you from the entire family and your co-workers, wishing you many more. Yes. And
as we proceed,
that was it. This is Miss Charlotte Reed. Happy birthday to you, Miss Charlotte Reed, coming to you from your children, the entire family, all your friends.
All right.
Happy birthday, Charlotte.
AKA Junka Gold.
Alright. Group see, I said check the license, but I check the license.
Check the license. Oh, yes. What? How you mean? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one and only Miss Tricia Sutherland. Happy birthday to you, coming to you from Bobby. Bobby said, don't worry. He cook today, he wash up, he clean the house tomorrow. He said, Saturday afternoon, he wash and hang out. So don't worry. Happy birthday. Hope you have many, many more.
Okay.
All right. And this
is Anya.
Never.
Having a birthday today. Anya Bookman's granddaughter. Yeah. Happy
Anya
birthday.
Getting big.
Anya is 13, going to high school.
Man.
Right.
Beautiful young lady.
No high school.
Happy birthday, right? Happy birthday, Anya. This is coming to you from your family with love, especially grandma, grandpa, mom, and your sister, and also your baby brother with lots and lots of love on your aunts and uncles. Wishing you
Yo, Frisco, you know this Anya that did the Lisa Love pose with one hand?
Yeah.
Lisa, there it is. There's a two-handed pose. Very good.
Of course. And I want to say happy birthday to TY. I never got a picture, but happy birthday, TY.
Who that is?
My glam daughter. This is my glam daughter.
Man, everybody getting big.
She go back smile, please. Thank you.
Happy 11th birthday, Tali Yesai. This is coming to you from mom and dad, your grandma, your granddad, and everybody who loves you, wishing you all the best on your birthday. Your aunt, your uncle, and everybody who loves you. All your cousins. Oh, gosh. And your great-grandma as well. Happy birthday, Tom.
Mother is. I had...
Smiley. All right.
I had to go into you and Mer's pictures and look at that on Facebook so I could blow them up, because I remember when those two young ladies used to come into the studio, barely they look over the desk.
Remember preschool days and so on.
I did tell
Yes,
you.
go back smile. Thank you.
Huh?
I said go back smile. Thank you very much.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, right?
Wish.
That's right.
All right.
Well,
any more birthdays? I also got to send a birthday to Alfred Jordan, birthday today, also known as Mr. D.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the same thing I saw. Who's this? Oh, yeah, Earl. Yeah, I saw that earlier. So, yeah, I don't know. Haven't seen any more video. And normally video, man, they all over the place. With that fire. I know I saw smoke, but you know when they say where there's smoke, there's fire. But
Yep.
hopefully maybe they get it under, control before we get out of hand. But I haven't seen any new video. But yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for spending the week with us. Clay, I hope you get a better understanding of what bombs did I mean. To everybody who passed through the stew this week, thank you all very much.
Remember tonight,
everybody who...
Thunderbolts kick it off tonight. City,
that's right.
City Center versus Giga Dream Ballers.
The player Frisco?
Huh? I don't know. I guess maybe he misunderstood the assignment.
Yes. And don't forget, Minister Marla, and take one shot tonight. And if you miss the shot, we're going to talk about I'm bad on Monday morning. So try to miss the shot, Minister Marla.
Remember, as well, tomorrow is the Lupus Walk. Lupus and Rheumatoid Arthritis RA. So they're having a walk tomorrow. I see different parts of the country as well having it at different times. So purple is the way, guys. Purple is the way. We love you. We thank you so very much for stewing with us. Thanks to all of our stewards at home and abroad who chimed in. We love you. Take care. Stay safe heading into the weekend. Have yourselves a wonderful one. Ram Cello also to Miss Edna Pollard and Half. Take care of yourself, Half. Progress uphill. All right. Enjoy. God is willing. So we will see you.
I write it too fast, so I spell it wrong, but I put a question in at the group according to what Lisa just said.
What did I
anyway,
say?
Anyway, got
it. Well, you just roll if you can't do it. You walk at your own pace.
Waiter.
What?
That's also.
Hey, you're not done yet.
Oh, you're not done?
No, we'll do it again. So if God is willing, we will see you right back here next week, Monday. Take care of you, and you. I promise to take care of me. Thank you, Miss Christy, darling. We love you so very much. Ayo.
Waiter.
Check, please.